What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, guys, as we're gonna get into our Star Wars news of the day, make sure to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell, not just for any reason, but for this reason. We are fast approaching 4,000 subscribers. We get the video and the channel trending. I have a membership and a merch store. Without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Now, recently, Empire Magazine put out an article with the 25 years of the prequel trilogy that it's been. I still can't even believe it's been that long. But they did do an interview with one of these characters, and that is of the legend himself. Yes, Samuel L. Jackson, who plays Mace Windu, who killed Boba Fett's father, Jango, during the first battle of Geonosis in Star Wars' Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Now, after that battle, Boba took his father's decapitated head in his arms and pressed it against his forehead, which set the stage for the future bounty hunter to take his revenge against his father's killer. Now, the conflict between Windu and Boba is ripe for exploration for sure, as their story has been waiting to be resolved for over 21 years. Now, it would make one of the most satisfying ways to bring back Mace Windu, and it might be the only way to do so after Revenge of the Sith. Windu has very little left to fight for, and he was no longer a major player for any of the events that followed Order 66. Fighting against Boba Fett for survival would be the most reasonable way Windu's character could return and their story could be made decidedly to the dark tale. Now, when Boba originally went after Windu, he posed a little threat, both because his inexperience, but also because of the timing. Windu was the leader of the Jedi Order at the time, and he had command of an army of clone troopers. He was one of the most powerful people in the galaxy, and Boba's revenge plot never stood a chance during the Clone Wars. Now, after Order 66, though, both Boba and Windu would be wildly different people, and their change in power dynamics could mean Boba would pose a threat against him. Now, Windu would have been left with severe injuries, missing an arm, and no Jedi Order or army to call for support. He would have been left wandering a galaxy that wasn't recognizable to him, and it has completely changed overnight, and it would put him at his absolute lowest. Boba, on the other hand, would just be starting out to rise his power, so their fight will be much more dangerous than it would have been in the Clone Wars. The danger of their fight, coupled with the loss both characters have experienced, would make for one of Star Wars' darkest stories just yet. But could they really still end Mace's story with a sense of hope potentially? Well, with this new story featuring Mace Windu, would be a chance for them to tell a more mature story about the Jedi Master, but it might be too dark, and we know how that has gone for Disney overall. Now, Star Wars as a franchise has always spread a message of hope that it can always survive, even in the darkest times. It would be difficult to fit a theme of hope into the story of Boba's quest for revenge on Windu, but it could be done. Now, Boba changed significantly in the book of Boba Fett, but in his return to the light side, wasn't really set up really well, as we saw, and as he was a menace for most of his life. Now, a Mace Windu spinoff could give Boba a chance to let go of his hate and allow the Jedi to live, which could give some much needed foreshadowing for his later redemption. If Windu survived, the ending of his story could be about how he learned to live for himself without the Order. Both of these possibilities would allow a very dark story to end on a light note. Now, while a Mace Windu show or movie is nowhere near being confirmed, Samuel L. Jackson is not alone in his eagerness to bring the character back to the screen. Windu was one of the most compelling Jedi of all time, and revealing his survival could set the stage for one of the best Star Wars stories ever told. Now, the mature nature of his fight against Boba Fett would also work perfectly with the darker tone shows like Andor and The Bad Batch pioneered. Now, there has never been a better time to resurrect Mace Windu more than now, because let me tell you, everybody wants this to happen, and Samuel Jackson has been hinting it. He's been talking about it. He has made posts about it on his Instagram, and if this doesn't solidify him wanting to come back and them not taking advantage while he's still alive now, I mean, they're missing the mark. But like I said, shoot a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about today's news and if this is a story that you would want to see be brought into live action or animation if they were to revive Mace Windu somehow, some way. For more Star Wars content like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell as you'll catch me in tomorrow's video. Don't forget I have a membership program and a merch store, and I'll also catch you guys in the comment section.